Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. The heat is on.
Witzern hoch und ab geht's. Geradeaus, richtig Kanne.
So much action.
Zack, komm, rein, hoch.
Absolutely glued together.
Das ist ganz hoch, Hartmut. Oh, ist die Nummer geil.
And he spins. We are reaching the business end of the championship for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Hello everybody, welcome to the Red Bull Ring here in Spielberg. You can see the cars are already on their formation lap for this, which is race 13 of a 16 race season. We could see Larry Tenforder clinch the championship. He starts alongside teammate Luke Hartog, who's on pole position, but it's an all-allied racing row 2. Bastian Boos and Harry King from Great Britain. Row 3, Maurice Schöring, our newest winner in Carrera Cup Germany, alongside the leading rookie Theo Overhaus. And on row 4, Alex Tauscher, great qualifying from him, and Leon Köhler. On row 5 of the grid, Hub van Eindhoven starts alongside Australia's Harry Jones. And on row 6, Vincent Andronacco and Alex Fack line up alongside each other. On row 7, the youngest driver in the field, Janis Stiak, lines up alongside Gisela Cordil. And Ariel Levy from Israel has Zoran Spreng for company, the leading Pro-Am qualifier, on the next row. Then is Yasin Ferrati and Ahmed Al-Shahab on row 9. On row 10, Sebastian Freeman and Jan Seifert line up alongside each other. On row 11, Matteo Ferraazza and Horst Felix Feldmar doing double duty in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux this weekend. Jonas Greif and Georgi Donchev have each other for company on row 12. On row 13, Mikael Esman and Kai Pfister. And bringing up the rear of the pack, it is Holger Harmsen and Tim Stender. Tim, who's had a grid penalty, so starts from the back of the pack. Weather conditions a bit iffy. It's dry at the moment. We hope it's going to remain dry for the next 30 minutes plus 1 lap. 13.8 degrees centigrade. We are at the Red Bull Ring, and you are looking at Larry Tenforder, who is 64 points ahead of Bastian Boos. He could potentially clinch the championship this weekend. He could potentially clinch the championship in this race. Luke Hartog is not out of the running, and Harry King is also mathematically just about there as well. Coming into this weekend, there are 100 points available, and so Larry Tenforder is in a very comfortable position at the moment. His teammate Luke Hartog, who starts on pole position, well, there's the question, because if Larry Tenforder were to win this race, Bastian Boos would need to finish 3rd or better to keep the championship alive. But Luke Hartog really wants to pick up his 4th win of the season. We have clearance to go. The hills are alive with 28 Porsche 911 GT3 Cup cars, and we are go. Good start from Luke Hartog. Great start from Larry Tenforder. 2 Allied racing cars running side by side into the tricky uphill turn 1. They're running absolutely level as they come out of the first corner. Then it is the flat out section towards turn 2. The 2 GP Elite cars running side by side. The 2 Allied racing cars also running side by side up the steep hill under the heavy braking. Larry Tenforder and Luke Hartog running side by side. That looks like Theo Overhaus has gone deep. One of the FAC Autotech cars has also gone spinning as well. So a lot of challenging, and it's Maurice Schöring. He was the car that went spinning. He will be so frustrated about that. Now we have the 2 cars that are leading. Luke Hartog, Larry Tenforder in the same team. And it is Larry Tenforder who wants to win this championship. The incident with Maurice Schöring is under investigation as we continue around this 4.318 kilometre circuit. circuit. Only 10 turns, 7 to the right and 3 to the left. An awful lot of drama to come in the next 30 minutes, plus 1 lap of racing. So it looks like Harry King had got in front of Bastian Buus, and that will not help him with his championship hunt. And it wasn't Theo Overhaus who went wide, because we can see him still in 5th place. This is the view on board with Bastian Buus. He can see his teammate Harry King in front of him, but he will desperately want him to get out of the way. He needs points. He needs every single point that he can get. Larry Tenforder, though, in the lead of the race as they cross the line. So it's Tenforder who is past Lurk Hartog. Larry Tenforder leading the way. He wants to clinch the championship today. Larry Tenforder from his teammate Lurk Hartog in 2nd place. Then Harry King and Bastian Buus. Then Theo Overhaus and Leon Köhler. So, high drama in the first lap of this race. Now, track limits will be an issue here this weekend, especially into turn 1. And that up in turn 3 is Jan Seifert, who goes straight on, gets it wrong under braking. He rejoins, but he's lost an awful lot of position. So to remind you of the championship, it's Larry Tenforder who leads the way from Bastian Buus by a monstrous 64 points. We're having a look here at that start, and you could see that Harry King got the jump on Bastian Buus. And it was Larry Tenforder who made the move on Lurk Hartog. The 2 cars ran side by side for much of the first lap. It was quite a scramble into that first corner. And it was Larry Tenforder who was on the inside coming into the corner, the 2 identical cars. And there was the car that went straight on as well. That was Maurice Scheuring getting turned around. He will be so frustrated about that. It was on the crest of a wave after what was his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany last time out at the Sachsenring. And it was Theo Overhaus who went wide. He has rejoined. He's still in 5th place. So track limits have been an issue here in qualifying and in free practice, and our race directors are taking a close look at drivers exceeding track limits. And that was the spin for Maurice Scheuring. It looked like it was Alex Tauscher that got into the back of him, tagged the back of the FAC Autotech car and sent him spinning. And that was looking back from Larry Tenforder, his teammate Lurk Hartog in that 2nd place. So our race stewards are going to have plenty to look at in that first lap. And this is some more replays from the perspective of Larry Tenforder and Lurk Hartog, the 2 cars that ran side by side. And there you saw Harry King just sneaking past Bastian Buus as well. This is the view from Maurice Scheuring. This is going to be depressing, isn't it? The car is turned around. He does so well to avoid being collected by any of the cars that came up behind. And you can see it was just the traffic jam. Leon Köhler was behind Alex Tauscher as well. A fair bit of rubbing going into turn 3. Bastian Buus almost finding a route back past Harry King, but not making it stick, flashing the lights in frustration. So, with about 5 minutes of this race remaining, it's Larry Tenforder who leads the way from Lurk Hartog, Harry King in 3rd place and Bastian Buus in 4th place. Now, if things remain as they are now, Larry Tenforder will take the championship in this race. So this is very critical for Bastian Buus. He'll be wanting to get past Harry King as quickly as possible. You saw the bollards at the side of the corner. Very important that the drivers stay inside those bollards. If they go outside of those bollards, they may pick up a penalty. So look at this, the live prediction. Larry Tenforder ahead of Bastian Buus. If the race were to finish now, the championship would go to Larry Tenforder in this race, because after this race there will be just 75 points remaining. Bastian Buus would be 76 points adrift. So it is possible that Larry Tenforder could clinch this now. There's Vincent Adrianaco retiring into the pit lane. It's not a drive-through penalty, so clearly he's got damage as well. We saw an awful lot of contact and a lot of rubbing in that opening lap. So the Allied Racing Porsche comes into the pits, and it looks like Vincent Adrianaco, who's had a difficult day already, and it looks like his race is over. So apart from the overall championship, we also have the rookie championship. with Theo Overhaus leading that by Vincent Andronacco by 11 points. If things were to finish as they are now, Theo Overhaus would have 191 points. And he would get 216 points, I beg your pardon, if things were to finish now. So he would stretch his lead at the top of the championship, and it would be Harry Jones who would jump up into second in the Rookie Championship. He's currently third, but he is only 1 point adrift of Vincent Andronacco. With Andronacco out of the race, if things remain as they are now, then Harry Jones will jump up into second in the Rookie Championship. So we're keeping one eye on that. Harry Jones, who would be second. Gisela Cordial, who's currently running third in the rookie standings, he would also move up as well. So lots of ramifications up and down the pack in the championship. Now, there's those bollards. Well, one of them's gone, the other's gone now, courtesy of Alex Tauscher. They really need to stay inside those bollards to avoid any kind of penalty. Alex Tauscher is under investigation by the race stewards for the incident that saw him and Maurice Schering getting together and Maurice Schering turning around. Now Alex Tauscher is under pressure from Hu van Eindhoven, currently running in 7th place. Hu van Eindhoven looks to the inside and steals that position away, relegating the number 13 car. So it's Hu van Eindhoven who moves up to 7th and Alex Tauscher down into 8th place. As already mentioned, our leading rookie driver is Theo Overhaus. He's in 6th place overall. Our leading Pro-Am driver is Zoran Spreng. Now, he is in 15th place overall. And he had a tough time in the second race at the Sachsenring. He's still leading the Pro-Am standings by just 3 points, though, from Georgi Donchev. Georgi Donchev, who is currently second in the Pro-Am race, that is 17th overall. So it is going to be Zoran Spreng, if things remain as they are, who will be able to extend his championship lead further if things remain exactly as they are. But there is still 21 3/4 minutes plus 1 lap of racing ahead of us. It is Larry ten Voorde who leads the way from Lurk Hartog. Harry King in 3rd place. Teammate to Bastian Boos, but I should think that Bastian Boos may well be on the radio to the Allied Racing team requesting that he moves aside, because if things remain as they are now, to remind you, Larry ten Voorde will be the first driver ever to clinch 3 Porsche Carrera Cup Germany championships, and he will do it in this race with 3 races remaining. Lurk Hartog, while very much a rear gunner, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but he is 9/10 of a second back from Larry ten Voorde. And Harry King, Bastian Boos very much running together. Behind them is Leon Köhler. And then our leading rookie driver, Theo Overhaus, who would extend his lead at the top of the standings in the rookie race if things remain as they are. And it would be Harry Jones who moves up into 2nd place with 199 points. That would make him 17 points adrift of Theo Overhaus. Of course, we have a safety car out now. That might well be for debris on the course, because there's no cars that I can see that are stranded, so the safety car is out. So that 9/10 lead that Larry ten Voorde had will be gobbled up. But he has a great teammate in Lurk Hartog. Very much good friends, both ten Voorde and Hartog. They learn from each other. They share an awful lot of data. And Hartog will be doing what he can to help his friend Larry ten Voorde to win this championship, although he'd dearly love to get his name on the trophy as well. So we've got something smoking on the track there. I don't know what that is. This is up on the exit of turn 3. So I'm guessing that's something that has fallen off a car. Yeah, someone's had a big moment. You can see one of the liquid moly signs has been mullered as well. So a bit of debris out on the track. So the safety car is out. Bring the cars down to a slower pace. Now, we haven't seen what it is that has caused whatever it is that's smoking out on the track. A little bonfire. So we're trying to keep you in the loop on the point standing. So if things remain as they are now, Larry ten Voorde will be champion. That man there, Bastian Boos, will mathematically be out of the equation. He will be 76 points behind with 75 remaining. In the rookie standings, if things remain as they are now, it will be Theo Overhaus, who will be 17 points ahead of Harry Jones. And with Vincent Andronaco, he will drop down in the rookie standings. And in the Pro-Am standings, if things remain as they are now, it will be Zoran Spreng, who extends his lead at the top by 8 points from Georgi Donchev. So we're going to keep on top of the point standings. Our thanks to Chris, who is working on the points here as well with us, alongside us this weekend, and keeping us updated because my maths is notoriously dodgy. And while the safety car is out, it's good just to review the points championship and make sure we're across all that is happening. But at the moment, Larry Tenforder in the box seats. He's already the most successful driver in the history of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. He's had 28 wins, looking for his 29th. He's had 62 podiums, looking for his 63rd, and he has 2 championships, and he will become the first driver ever to win 3 championships in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. There we go. There's confirmation of what we're talking about in terms of the points predictions. We can see out on track the attention is being given to whatever it was that was on the circuit. That's a great view of Larry Tenforder. So in these conditions, where the air temperature is 14.8 degrees centigrade, track temperature just 16.5, keeping the tyres in the window is very critical. This track, quite the opposite to Sachsenring last time out. Well, apart from the fact the temperature is not 30 degrees, which is what it was last time that we were racing. Also, the track is a lot smoother, a lot less abrasive. Takes a long time to get these tyres into the window, and it's quite a skill to keep them in the window. Tyre degradation, not so much of an issue here at the Red Bull Ring. So keeping the heat in, especially in these overcast and murky conditions while we're running behind the safety car, is very, very important. There isn't much runoff area in certain parts of the track. You can see there as the cars circulate around turns 6, 7 and 8 that there are gravel traps that butt up to the side of the circuit, and any drivers who just go a little bit wide can end up in the gravel. So keeping the grip to its optimum position is very, very critical for all these drivers, hence all the weaving as they run behind the safety car. So we've got no notification yet of when the safety car is in. I'm expecting it will be soon. Larry Tenforder is our race leader at the moment. He'll be very happy if things just remain as they are. On the restart, well, I don't think Lurk Hartog is going to be particularly desperate to push his way past at the moment. And there is Bastian Busch looking increasingly frustrated. He is the driver who just a few weeks ago became the youngest ever Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup driver. And we're looking here behind the safety car, running wide out, and it was Bastian Busch who collected the Liqui Moly sign, just running wide. Did he get tangled up with his teammate by any chance? Well, certainly all is okay, but that's what happened to that sign. We'll send a bill to Mr. B. Busch of Allied Racing, and yeah, I don't know what happened there, but very eager to move forwards. I was about to say Bastian Busch became the youngest ever Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup champion just a few weeks ago, his first championship. Right, safety car is in on this lap. So the field now around turn 7 up towards turn 8. So the safety car will disappear into the distance. Larry Tenforder will back the pack up. Now, I think Bastian Busch will see this as his big opportunity, but he's going to want to get past his teammate, Harry King, as a matter of urgency. Then his rival, Lurk Hartog, will be the next man up the road. He needs to get up to 3rd place if he wants to keep this championship alive until tomorrow. So the incident between Harry King and Huub van Eindhoven has been noted by our race stewards. So they're having a look at that. So it may have been King and Eindhoven who got together. Anyway, safety car is in. Larry Tenforder backs the pack up. He's onto the accelerator. Out of turn 10 he comes, and out onto the pit straight, keeping within the track limits. Here come the rest of the cars. We are back racing with a little over 14 minutes remaining of this race 13 of a 16-race season for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Theo Overhaus under pressure from Huub van Eindhoven into turn 1. Big gap on the inside, under braking, and Van Eindhoven is through and past. So Theo Overhaus relegated down to 7th place. Meanwhile, as we thought might happen, Larry Tenforder is stretching his legs at the front. Now, look at Harry King to the inside of Lurk Hartog in towards turn 3. This is Huub van Eindhoven's view, and that is Alex Tauscher that we're looking back at. But look at this for 2nd place. Harry King, he won the opening race of the season at Spa-Francorchamps. He would dearly love to add another win. Bastian Boos can see the gap as well. Lurk Hartog moves across to shut the door. Harry King up into 2nd place. Here comes Lurk Hartog fighting back on Harry King. Around towards turn 6 they come, absolutely side by side for 2nd place. And Bastian Boos tucked up behind Harry King. And it's Lurk Hartog who is getting relegated by the Allied cars. He goes wide now, he's coming susceptible to Leo Kerner. He gets a couple of wheels onto the ground, he'll lose traction. Lurk Hartog down 3 places, both the Allied racing cars. Now Leo Kerner getting involved as well, challenging Bastian Boos. This was not in the game plan for Bastian Boos, because Leo Kerner suddenly on the back of the 99 Flying Duck. Harry King up into 2nd place. So if things remain as they are now, this race, this championship will continue till tomorrow. All of this has been going on. Larry Tenforder has stretched his legs 2.2 seconds ahead of Harry King. What can Harry King do? Bastian Boos sliding the car around the corner, doing all that he can to catch up. But Larry Tenforder leading the way by a monstrous 2.2 seconds. You see, Hartog and King ran side by side. King giving Hartog the squeeze, and I think he might have something to say about that coming out of the corner. Bastian Boos sees the gap as well, and he fills that space. And Hartog suddenly relegated. I don't think there was any damage to the Hartog car, but he will feel as though he was squeezed, and he is relegated a couple of positions. And then Leon Kerner gets involved as well and joins in with the action. This is the view from Bastian Boos. You could see the 2 cars running side by side in the corner. Bastian Boos, ever the opportunist, sees the space and fills it. And Luke Hartog is suddenly down into 5th place. We've got 11.5 minutes of this race remaining. It's Larry Tenforder who's leading. The championship continues for another day if things remain as they are. Harry King is closing in on Larry Tenforder. We'll have a look at the gap in a minute, but Bastian Boos now coming under pressure from Leo Kerner, and that could seriously damage Boos's plans to take the championship to tomorrow. If things finish as they are now, you can see that it's 73 points. That will be the difference between 1st and 2nd. So the championship would continue till tomorrow if things remain as they are now. But Leon Kerner has something to say about that, tracking Bastian Boos. Now along turn 2, it's called a turn, but it's taken absolutely flat out up the steep hill to turn 3. Then the heavy braking. It is Boos who goes to the inside. Leon Kerner having a look to the outside. Luke Hartog has a plan to get back on the inside of Leon Kerner. So that is for 4th place. They come out of turn 3. And no change at the moment, but Leon Kerner looking very quick indeed. The gap between 1st and 2nd last time across the line was 1.9 seconds. So Larry Tenforder looking to have this under control at the moment. But Leon Kerner, great progress from him in the number 77 car, fighting with Bastian Boos, but if he tries to make that move and it doesn't stick, Lurk Hartog will be through. Theo Overhaus is up into 6th place. The leading rookie driver, Alex Tauscher, is 7th. 2nd in the rookie standings is still Harry Jones, and he is 9th in the race. And Zoran Spreng still leading in the Pro-Ams. He is 14th overall, but the leading Pro-Am driver, 2nd in the Pro-Ams, is Georgi Donchev. So Larry Tenforder out to complete another lap, but the other places still very much up in the air. Look how wide Leon Kerner goes. Now somebody's taken the marker out, so the bollard no longer an issue, but they will still be looking at track limits. Here comes our leader into turn 1. And it was Jan Seifert, I think it might have been him, who took the last remaining bollard out. It goes springing off, and the track limits bollard is no longer there. Black and white flag has been shown to Harry King for driving standards, and that would be for that incident involving Loic Hartog. So it's been shown a black and white flag, beg your pardon, which is a warning at the moment, but if he gets 3 of those over a season, he would get a grid drop. A number of our drivers do have reprimands already, and I would just say that Loic Hartog and Larry Tenforder both have 2 reprimands already. If they get another one, they would get a grid drop in the next race. But as things stand at the moment, there are no issues there. Larry Tenforder leading the way, Harry King in 2nd, Bastian Buus in 3rd, Leon Köhler in 4th, Loic Hartog down to 5th place, having started on pole position. And then the leading rookie driver, Theo Overhaus, ahead of Alex Tauscher, Alex Fack, Harry Jones in 9th, and Huub van Eindhoven rounding out the top 10 ahead of Ariel Levy, Gisela Cordeel, Yasin Ferrati, and then Zoran Spreng, the leading Pro-Am driver, in 14th, ahead of Janis Stiak and Horst Felix Felbermeyer. Maurice Scheuring, after that spin on the opening lap, is fighting his way back. He's up into 17th place, but still out of the points at the moment. He's no longer in contention for the championship, so he would have dearly loved just to have had a podium today. He's racing for the win in each of the races. So up the hill towards turn 1, once again, 7 3/4 minutes remaining of this race. It is race 13 of the season. Is it a championship decider? Well, if things remain as they are at the moment, it will not be the championship decider. It will carry on in the overall championship until at least tomorrow, and potentially the final round at Hockenheim in a couple of weeks' time. But Larry Tenforder, he must feel as though he's got one hand on the trophy, as Gisela Cordeel, who is running side by side with Yasin Ferrati. That is for 12th place. So Yasin Ferrati in one of the Alex Fack run cars goes deep into the corner. Gisela Cordeel comes back to the inside. The 2 cars bounce off each other. Janis Stiak in 15th place behind, keeping an eye on them. Zoran Spreng also in there. So Zoran Spreng, who will be looking to increase his position at the top of the Pro-Am standings. So 6 3/4 minutes remaining. Fighting up and down the pack, the incident between car 19 and 99 has been reported to the stewards. Harry King and Bastian Buus, teammates at Allied Racing, have been reported to the stewards for the incident where we saw them collecting each other, and there's a potential issue there. So maybe some slightly tense conversations between those 2 drivers once this race is over. Jan Kasperek, he does a fantastic job as the owner and the person in charge of Allied Racing. He knows how to spot the talented drivers, but when you get all of this talent in one place, there's always the potential for it to kick off. And that is potentially what is happening here with Harry King and Bastian Buus. Bastian Buus in that 3rd place. If he could get up to 2nd, if he could get past Harry King, he would be in a better position in terms of trying to challenge for the championship. Huub van Eindhoven continues, and he has Harry Jones in front of him. Now, Harry Jones, who is fighting for the rookie championship. To remind you, if things finish as they are now, Harry Jones will jump Vincent Andronacco to 2nd in the rookie standings, and that will be with 17 points adrift of Theo Overhaus if things remain as they are in the rookie standings. So he doesn't need to get involved with Huub van Eindhoven, although he wants the glory of finishing in a good position overall. It is not Huub van Eindhoven that he is fighting today, and if he ends up in the gravel, it will be a massive advantage to Theo Overhaus. So there is Holger Harmsen. He's had a bit of a moment in the number 69 car. So that is out on turn 6, I think. So Holger Harmsen, he's had a problem. Now, can he get it going? Yes, he can. What we don't want is for him to get stranded. They're double yellows that are waved, so the drivers will need to slow down when they get to that. He's able to rejoin, so Holger Harmsen who rejoins in 27th and last place. We've only lost one car so far. That is Vincent and Renaco that we saw at the beginning of the race. This is the view on board with Bastian Buus. He's not really closing in on teammate Harry King. Harry King, 2.094 back from Larry 1040. There is the Allied race. I could do with someone to do that for me as well, actually. A bit of a shoulder massage. Keep everybody calm. Come on, everybody. Calm down. It's all okay. Larry 1040 leading the way. The very tense Allied Racing watching their two pilots, their two remaining pilots, Harry King and Bastian Buus in second and third place. Leon Köhler looking very racy in the number 77 car for Proton competition. He switched teams from Huber Racing midway through the season, and then Loic Hartog after that glorious pole position down into 5th place, and he may have something to say about that. And then Theo Overhaus in 6th place. Right, 3.5 minutes remaining. Car 84, a black and white flag for failing to manage track limits. That's Ahmed Al-Shihab. So that is a warning. Now, Ahmed Al-Shihab is in the Pro-Am race. He's currently in 3rd place in the Pro-Am standings. If things finish as they are, he will be just 17 points adrift of Zoran Spreng. So he really does not want to be picking up any penalties as things stand at the moment. Maurice Schöring has got past the Pro-Am leader, Zoran Spreng. That will not affect Spreng in terms of his championship hunt, but Schöring up to 14th place. He's also got past Janis Stiak. Now, Harry King, Bastian Buus. Well, Bastian Buus has dropped back a bit now. He's in 3rd place. He will keep the championship alive if things remain as they are for the next 2 3/4 minutes, as we look at Janis Stiak going to the inside of Yasin Ferrati. That'll be for 13th place. 14th place. So Janis Stiak through into 14th place. The youngest driver ever in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Has been impressing. Now, did you see that? There was some rain on the lens of the camera. I think we should be all right for the next 2.5 minutes plus 1 lap, but the track may well get slippery. This isn't all over until the checkered flag falls. Larry 1040 is leading 1.6 seconds. He's a massively experienced driver, so we shouldn't have any issues with the weather. Harry King, who is the outgoing Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux champion. He'll be watching to see who takes the title in that championship this weekend as well. And Bastian Buus, the current Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup champion, in 3rd place. Things as they were in the 1, 2, 3. Leon Köhler in 4th, Loic Hartog in 5th. Schöring continuing his charge up through the pack. He had a good pace in that car, was feeling confident coming into this race. Was kind of hoping that the Team GP Elite and the Allied Racing cars would take each other out. There is Jan Kasperlik, the boss of Allied Racing, the man who has a real eye for spotting racing talent. He is already looking at who are the next superstars to be coming through the ranks. He's going to have to sit his 2 current superstars down, well, 2 of the 3 anyway, Bastian Buus and Harry King, and have a chat to them once this race is over. Bastian Buus is the fastest man on the track, in 3rd place, but we have a little over 1 minute plus 1 lap remaining of this race. The championship looks like it could continue until tomorrow, but only just. Larry 1040 doing exactly what he wanted to do, getting out front and leading this race. 1.6 seconds ahead of Harry King, who's looking for his 2nd win of the season. And Bastian Buus in 3rd, he's looking for his 3rd win of the season. Janis Stiak, Yasin Ferrati. This is a battle that's been going on for a while, isn't it? For 14th place, Yasin Ferrati in the FAC Autotech car in front of Janis Stiak at the moment. And then behind them is Zoran Spreng in the Pro-Am race, leading in the Pro-Am category. He has Horst Felix Felbermayr behind him and Georgi Donchev. So Felbermayr, who's not in the Pro-Am standings, so he is a good firewall back to the person who's running 2nd in the Pro-Am race. The clock continues to tick down. We're about to hit 0. Larry 1040 currently up towards turn 2 at the moment. So it'll be about a lap and a half of this race remaining. Larry 1040 pushing on as best he does all the time, looking for his 6th win of the season. He heads out towards turn 3. And it's still Harry King in that 2nd place. Doesn't look as though he's got anything that he can bring to the table in terms of Larry 1040. Some great slow-mos as the cars bump over the curbs. That's Mikael Essmann doing a bit of drifting. You can see the car sliding, hits the sausage curbs. Oh, it's Ahmed Al-Shahab who hits the sausage curb. The car gets a little bit airborne. He corrects it, keeps the power on. They build them strong at Porsche. We are into the clock striking zero, about less than a lap and a half of this race remaining. Leon Köhler close to Bastian Buus. Now, if Leon Köhler finds a route past Bastian Buus in the next lap and a quarter, it will clinch the championship for Larry Ten Voorde. Here comes Larry Ten Voorde, being careful to stay inside of the marker cone. Out onto the pit straight to start the last lap of race 13 of the season. Larry Ten Voorde, he got past Luke Hartog in the opening lap of the race. He kept it clean. Harry King running on his own in second place. There's Bastian Buus. Leon Köhler, well, it looks to me as though he's just a little bit too far back to make a challenge for that third place. Luke Hartog, clearly all is not well with that car after the run through the gravel that he had. And he is ahead of our leading rookie, Theo Overhaus, in sixth place. Up towards turn 3 for the final time out of turn 3, and that is Larry Ten Voorde down towards turn 4. And it'll be just the last few corners. You can see that Larry Ten Voorde is so close to his third championship. To remind you, there are 75 points available after this race. And if things remain as they are for the next half a lap, it'll be Larry Ten Voorde who leads Bastian Buus by 73 points. So close as we look at Larry Ten Voorde, ever calm and collected, an absolute legend in the world of Porsche Cup racing. A 2-times champion in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and getting ever closer to his third championship. He can almost smell it. Now he heads up towards turn 9 for the last time, around 9, and now on to turn 10 as Larry Ten Voorde out onto the pit straight, who wins race 13 of the season here at the Red Bull Ring. Harry King in second, Bastian Buus keeps the championship alive, but just in third place. Leon Köhler into fourth, pole sitter Luke Hartog into fifth. Our winning driver in the rookie standings, Theo Overhaus, crosses the line in sixth ahead of Alex Tauscher, Alex Fack. Harry Jones, second in the rookies, is ninth across the line. Then it's Huub van Eindhoven, Ariel Levy, Gisela Cordeel, Maurice Scheuring. Well, he makes it back up to 13th place after what was a very tough race for him. But the stewards have got quite a lot to be looking at there. There is the incident between Harry King and Huub van Eindhoven. There is also the incident between Harry King and Bastian Buus. I think there's a common denominator in those. Look at the track marshals all applauding the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, the toughest Porsche Carrera Cup series in the world, and entertaining an explosion of energy here at the Red Bull Ring. Really entertaining stuff. Of course, we have another race tomorrow, race 14, and Luke Hartog will be starting on pole position for that one as well. Here at the Red Bull Ring, race 13 goes to Larry Ten Voorde. It is his 6th win of the season ahead of Harry King, Bastian Buus, the teammates who fought each other so hard. Leon Köhler and Luke Hartog rounding out top 5. Theo Overhaus winning in the rookie standings ahead of Alex Tauscher and Alex Fack. Then Harry Jones second in the rookies ahead of Huub van Eindhoven, Ariel Levy, Gisela Cordeel, Maurice Scheuring, Yasin Ferrati, Janis Stiak, and it's Zoran Spreng who wins in the Pro-Am standings. That extends his lead even further ahead of Georgi Donchev. He now has an 8-point lead ahead of Georgi Donchev as a result of that. And in the rookie standings, Theo Overhaus stretches his legs, and it's Harry Jones who leapfrogs Vincent Andronacco. So that non-finish for Andronacco, really costly for him. So it'll be a 17-point gap between Overhaus and Harry Jones, and Vincent Andronacco will now be 36 points adrift. So, slow-mo of Larry Ten Voorde crossing the line after what was a fairly controversial and action-packed race for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany here at the Red Bull Ring. There is a screen full of notifications from race control ahead of me. And yeah, I think there were some contrasting hand signals there. We'll leave that for you to interpret. But yes, my screen is full of notifications from race control of things that they are going to be having a look at. So there may be some changes in the result when all is done and dusted. There you go. There's confirmation of the rookie standings, and that is a 17-point gap between Overhaus and Jones. And Renarco, disastrous day for him, drops down to third place, 36 points adrift, but there are still 75 points available in the rookie race as well. So very much in the championship hunt still wide open is the rookie standings and also the Pro-Am Championship. But yes, looking at all of the incidents to be investigated, it may well be that there may be some changes. I don't think any of them will affect that man there, though. Larry Tenforder, he got in front early on, and he did exactly what he needed to do. He stretched his legs. And congratulations from Torsten van Haasteren, team boss of Team GP Elite, and the rest of the crew. So Larry Tenforder, yet another win. It is his 6th win of the season, and it is his 29th win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. So if he can do it again tomorrow, the big 30. And the drivers jumping on scales. Nothing to do with Weight Watchers, but everything to do with having the minimum weight, and everything heavily controlled and restricted in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. So there, Harry King. Some discussions to be had there, I expect. Congratulates Larry Tenforder. And there is a Bastian Boos. A frustrating race for him. The Porsche Junior for 2023. Perhaps just staying away from everybody for a few moments just to regather his thoughts and pull it all together. But Larry Tenforder, who can stop that man? Coming into this championship, we knew there were going to be an awful lot of young chargers who were going to try and steal his throne. But it's almost forced him to raise his game even more, if that were possible.
Kept it alive. Yeah, I thought it was third. Oh, good job.
He kept it alive. He says with a smile. By my calculations, Larry Tenforder just needs to score 2 points over the next 3 races, and he will be champion. And if we're realistic, it's gonna be a fair old stretch of the imagination to think of any other name on the trophy for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany 2023. But it ain't over till the slightly plump lady has sung her tune. Bastian Boos, looking at the car, has a quick word with Toby Shimon, who is the... let's have a listen. Can't quite hear what's been said. That's Huri Isaac, one of the chief people who organises the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, chatting to Harry King. And I just think that I'm interested to look at the body language between some of these. There is Larry Tenforder. He's just looking on with amusement, I think. So, Toby Shimon just having a quick word with Larry Tenforder as well, and then hopefully we will bring you the podium ceremony in just a few moments. But a lively race, lots of controversy, lots that the stewards are still looking at, much of it involving that man there, Harry King. The bit we love about Harry is he never gives up.
Good racing, was fighting, and the maneuvers have been okay.
Okay, so
there's no discussions now. We have to sort it.
Okay, so Jan Kasperlik talking to Harry King. Always feels a bit rude eavesdropping on people's conversations, but this is where we find out the information. And yeah, some conversations to be had, but I don't think there's any doubt at all about the winner of that race. Larry Tenforder and Huri Isaac just chatting. So I've had no other notifications about any penalties. As things stand at the moment, it will be Larry Tenforder and Harry King. Bastian Boos takes the third step of the podium here at the Red Bull Ring. Not looking especially elated about the experience at this time. Here's Harry King. Handshake between the teammates, but potentially some discussion to be had later. But the man to the top step of the podium, once again, Larry Tenforder taking his 29th win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Sven Snurks from Team GP Elite jumps up on the podium as well to receive a trophy on behalf of the team. And now the national anthem.
Porsche Carrera Cup Deutschland.
So, project manager of customer, I'm going to learn that one day. Project manager, customer sport. That is the correct title, not one of the big bosses of Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Project manager, Huri Isaac, a real character, does a phenomenal job with Carrera Cup Germany. Presents the third place trophy to Bastian Boos. Harry King with the second place. And yet another trophy. Was he going to throw it at him? Yeah, catch this, mate. Larry Tenforder, yet another first place trophy. And now he can start to dream about what could potentially be his third championship in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. There's the team championship for Team GP Elite. Torsten van Haastren's team, who prepare the cars and do such a phenomenal job. And they're looking at that man there on the eve of what could potentially be his third championship. Run for cover. It's time for champagne. Larry Tenforder and Bastian Boos. I think Harry King has decided that perhaps he's had enough excitement for one morning, and he exits. But a lively, a controversial, and a thoroughly entertaining race 13 of the Porsche Carrera Cup Series 2023, Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. We hope you've enjoyed it. Tomorrow could be the day that Larry Tenforder clinches his third championship. Join us here at the Red Bull Ring to find out. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.